I'm Samantha McKelvey for It's Relevant News, and here's what made headlines this year in Stamford Government. Many changes were made this year after Mayor David Martin took office last December. For one, Martin brought back Mayor's Night In meetings, allowing residents to speak with him one-on-one. And the mayor says he's been hearing a lot of complaints related to traffic. The city has been working to address these issues after launching a Street Smart campaign focused on improving road safety in Stamford. Solar-powered crosswalk signs, new road stanchions, and signal strobes were just some of the short-term improvements put in place this year, paving the way for long-term solutions.
These are the first immediate steps in terms of a long-term initiative that, quite frankly, is going to take several years in terms of funding and in terms of increased leadership and focus on our traffic, our parking.
Stamford is one step closer to uniting its city-run and volunteer fire departments. In 2012, residents voted in favor of a city charter revision to consolidate career and volunteer fire services. The revision was then challenged by 3 volunteer companies, but after months of negotiation, the Turn of River Volunteer Department decided to get on board. In April, Turn of River signed an agreement with the city to finalize the unification.
It permits the TOR Volunteer Fire Company to continue operating as a legally separate, not-for-profit corporate entity, while at the same time consolidating TOR's firefighting and emergency operations as part of a unified service. It acknowledges TOR as being an integral component of the Stamford Fire Department, where both career and volunteer firefighters will be treated separately and fairly and equally.
The future of Stamford's animal shelter became a controversial topic after former director Lori Hollywood was removed from the position and arrested for reckless endangerment. Hollywood was charged in June for allegedly knowingly adopting out dogs with aggressive histories. The city then banned volunteers from the shelter for safety reasons. Concerned that the shelter would be turned into a kill shelter, volunteers held protests and preached for Hollywood's innocence. Mayor David Martin formed an Animal Control Center task force to get the shelter back in order. The task force got the volunteers back to work under new regulations and is currently searching for a new director and new shelter site. Hollywood is awaiting a decision on her application for accelerated rehabilitation, which will be decided in January.
As you well know, there was a lot of controversy, and quite frankly, I think that the sincerity by which she tried to take care of animals, struck me. It touched my heart with what she was trying to do. But the people of Stamford still come first, and you cannot knowingly endanger them with that sort of responsibility.
I'm Samantha McKelvey for It's Relevant, and that's what made news this year in Stamford Government. Thanks for watching, and see you in 2015.